The woman sitting next to me on the plane kept nervously glancing at a man across the aisle, so I assumed he was threatening her until we landed. She sat down in 24B, looking terrified, hands shaking as she buckled her seatbelt. Mid-30s, expensive business suit, hair pulled back tight, diamond earrings that looked real. A man in 24D across the aisle kept staring at her. Big guy, leather jacket, tattoo creeping up his neck. Every time she looked up, he was watching her, not blinking, not looking away. She'd look away fast. Her breathing got faster. I could hear it. She clutched her purse like it was a life raft, knuckles white. I leaned over. "Are you okay?" She jumped, looked at me with wide eyes. "I'm fine, thank you." But she wasn't fine. Her hands were white-knuckled on the armrest. The man across the aisle was still watching, not hiding it, just staring. He adjusted something in his jacket pocket. She saw it, and her breathing got even faster. "Miss, do you know that man?" I whispered. She shook her head fast. "No, I don't," but her voice cracked when she said it. The plane started taxiing. She was breathing so hard I thought she might hyperventilate. The man shifted in his seat, leaned slightly toward the aisle. His hand moved to his belt. She saw it, pressed herself against the window. "Please," she whispered to me. "Please don't let him—" "Don't let him what?" I asked. "Just please, stay awake. Don't leave me alone with him." My stomach tightened. This guy was threatening her somehow, following her, maybe worse. I pulled out my phone, started typing a text to the flight attendant. The woman grabbed my wrist. "No, don't. Just stay. Ma'am, if he's threatening you, please," she begged. "Just stay awake." The flight was 5 hours. I stayed awake, watched the man. He barely moved, just kept his eyes on her. Didn't read, didn't look at his phone, just watched. She never looked at him directly, just stared out the window or at her lap. 3 hours in, she fell asleep. Her head dropped against the window. I watched the man carefully. He didn't move toward her, just watched her sleep. It was unsettling as hell, like he was memorizing her face. She woke up during descent, checked immediately where the man was, still there, still watching. Her face went pale again. She started gripping her purse tighter. We landed. Everyone stood up to get their bags. She stood fast, grabbed her purse, started moving toward the front of the plane quickly, not running but walking faster than normal. The man stood up, followed her. I stood up too, followed both of them. She was walking fast through the airport, looking back every few seconds. The man was keeping pace, 20 feet behind, hand near his jacket. She broke into a run. The man ran after her. I ran too, started yelling, "Security! Somebody help!" The woman stopped running, spun around. "No, stop!" I stopped, confused. "He's following you!" "I know," she said. Her voice was shaking. The man caught up, breathing hard. "Ma'am, you need to come with me." "I'm not going anywhere with you," she screamed. He pulled out a badge. "Detective Shield, Metropolitan Police. You're under arrest for embezzlement and fraud. We've been tracking you for 6 months." My mouth fell open. The woman started crying. "I didn't do anything. This is wrong." "You transferred $8.7 million from your company's accounts," the detective said calmly. "We have the wire transfers. We have your signatures. There are 3 more officers waiting at baggage claim." She looked at me, desperate. "Please, tell him I'm innocent. You saw him stalking me." "Ma'am, I was surveilling a suspect," the detective said. "I identified myself to the flight crew before takeoff. You were seated next to my witness protection officer." He pointed at me. No, not at me. At the man in 24E behind me. A man I hadn't even noticed. Plain clothes, badge now visible on his belt. He nodded at the detective. "You thought I was the threat?" the woman asked me. Her voice had changed. Less scared, more angry. "You seemed terrified of him," I said weakly. She laughed. Bitter, broken laugh. "I was terrified because I knew he was a cop. I knew I was caught. I was trying to figure out how to run when we landed. 2 more officers appeared, cuffed her right there in the terminal, led her away. She was still crying, still claiming innocence, still looking back at me like I'd betrayed her." The detective looked at me. "Thanks for trying to help, but next time, maybe ask questions first. Not everyone who looks scared is a victim."